all.
I think it looks all right.
Okay, so
Oh,
we're
it
just
just
trying
looks
not to
like
look at the thing, right?
Okay.
So like everyone's just like,
Yeah, you
and
just want
then
this. So then,
and then it's like eye contact with the camera, like looking.
I guess. No, you're supposed to like
So
talk to me. I
you
think.
ask and I get this one.
I think she
Yeah.
gets this. No, you get it, right?
Okay, are we ready?
Yeah, you get it.
Wait, I have the
For
graph.
400 question 2. Remember we did questions
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I have question mark.
I know, because the way I did it was I lined up
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
That's
so we're
not
going off
coordinated
this
to
first.
order.
So you have to like listen to her what she says, and if it matches yours, then you say it, and it's already in the order.
Okay, so if you say isolated variable for 200, then I go and I
click
get
answer,
Yeah.
turn it over,
and then I.
That's because
It
we
was my
can't
idea.
buzz in. We just have to click.
You go after me, because I
Oh,
say
the
that.
colors.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys.
We tried. We
Yeah.
tried.
That's how it's gonna go. It's gonna go, I answer the first question, then I pick isolated variable,
And then
200.
I go.
You
Yeah.
answer, then
then
you
I
So
say
you
that,
cannot
and then I
face
say
out.
Then-
Patty.
Whoever
You have
gets
to pay
600.
attention.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
Don't
we're
space out.
starting.
Okay, guys, here we go.
Ready?
I hate
I'm
all of
ready.
you. Okay.
In 5, 4. It's already recording.
Oh,
3, 2, 1. Hi everybody, welcome back to Jeopardy! I'm Lily and I'll be your host. We have 3 contestants today. First and foremost, we have Jacob, and Jacob is from Buxton, Maine. And Jacob is a biochem major. You want to tell us a little fun fact about yourself, Jacob?
Well, yeah. Well, when I first started here, I used to be a history major, but then like the money, like in the long run, I just thought biochemistry would be better.
Yeah, you know it's all about those dollar signs,
Yeah,
right?
that's what I'm saying.
All right. And next, we have joining us Patty from Cornish, Maine. And Patty is a pre-dental major. Patty, you want to tell us one fun fact about you?
I originally started as a nursing major, realized it wasn't for me, and then I went to dental.
All right, that's really fun. And lastly, we have Kim from Franklin, Massachusetts. And Kim is a pre-med major, and there is a question mark on the end of that sentence. Kim?
Yes. Well, I have recently discovered that I want to be a chiropractor, so I have realized that bio may be the route for me instead of pre-med.
All right, that's pretty cool. And before we start, there are some game rules. Let's just get into those real quick. We're gonna start with the player all the way to the right over here, Jacob. Jacob's gonna start. And they'll get to choose the category and the dollar amount. And the first person to buzz in answers the question. If they answer it correctly, they get the money or whatever it was worth. And they get to pick the next question, so on and so forth. And if you answer the question incorrectly, another person can take it, but you will be deducted the dollar amount. And let's just get into it. Oh, and today is about gas laws and properties and such. That's what today's Jeopardy game is about. Jacob, why don't you get started?
All right. I'll pick isolating variables for 400, please.
All right. Isolate n using the equation PV equals nRT and identify what n stands for. Kim?
So, I know you needed to divide by RT, so the equation will be N equals PV over RT, N standing for the number of moles.
That is correct. Kim, you can go on and pick our next question.
Isolating the variable for 200, please.
All right. Isolate P using the equation PV equals nRT and identify what P stands for. Patty?
Okay. So I know that you have to isolate P for itself, so you have to divide by V on each side.
Perfect. And there's one small part.
P equals nRT over V.
You have to identify what P stands for.
Oh, pressure.
All right. So I will let that one slide. It's early in the game. We'll let it slide. You got it. Pick the next question.
Isolating variable for 600.
Okay. Isolate T using the equation PV equals nRT and identify what T stands for. Jacob?
In order to isolate T, you need to divide by N and R. So your equation looks like T equals PV divided by NR, where T stands for temperature.
Perfect. All right, Jacob, go ahead. And that is the end of the isolating the variables from Pivner category.
All right, I'll take real world for 400, please.
Okay. So the video about to be shown pertains to the next question. What causes the boiling can to crush once it's placed in cold water? Jacob?
The pressure decreases because the moles also decrease, and the can pressure is greater. It pulls onto the can, which crushes it.
Ooh, I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Would someone like to steal? Patty?
Okay. The can was crushed because the pressure on the outside of the can was higher than the pressure on the inside of the can.
That is correct. Patty, you can go on and take our next question.
I will choose pressure relations for 200.
Okay. If temperature and moles are constant, what other two gas properties are inversely proportional? Kim?
Volume is inversely related to pressure because as volume increases, pressure decreases, and when volume decreases, pressure increases.
All right. You want to pick the next question?
Yes. Proportions and relations for 600.
What is Amaton's law? Okay, none of you chose to answer in the proper amount of time. So, Amaton's law, in Amaton's law, V and N are constant and T and P are proportional. All right, and since nobody got that, Kim, you can choose the next question.
Real world for 600.
This video also pertains to the next question. What caused over 1,700 people to be killed in a single night due to a volcano beneath Lake Nyos in Cameroon? Jacob?
The density of the CO2 gas from the volcano underneath the lake was more dense than the air, so that CO2 suffocated.
That is correct and tragic. Jacob, do you want to pick the next question?
Or real world for 200, please.
Okay. Same as before with the bubbles. What makes the bubbles float in the bubble experiment with CO2 in the tank? Jacob?
The density of the bubble is greater than the O2 in the air, but lighter than the carbon dioxide at the bottom of the tank.
That is correct. And that was the end of the real world category. You want to pick the next question?
I'll pick properties for 400, please.
All right. How is pressure measured?
Pressure is measured by the amount of collisions of moles in a set volume and temperature.
That is correct. And with that, we finish our game board and go into Final Jeopardy. All right. Okay. In the ammonium fountain experiment, phenolphthalein is added to water and turns pink to signify the solution is basic. This reaction takes place starting with two reactants and ends with two products. Please write the equation. Okay. So we're first gonna ask how much of your dollar amounts you bet. Kim, you bet?
Half, so 500.
Okay. Patty?
500 as well.
Okay.
We're going to bet all of it.
All of it. Okay, let's go down the line. We'll start with Jacob. Jacob, what did you have?
Alright. I had NH4 plus H2O is NH3 plus OH.
Oh, that looks like you bring your total amount to 0 because that is incorrect. It seems that you mixed up ammonia and ammonia. All right, Patty?
I had NH3 plus O2 is, I couldn't get the last part, so I just spent
Oh, it looks like you also lost $500. So, that that's really hard. I'm sorry. Kim?
I said NH3 plus H2O turns to NH4 plus OH.
And that would be correct. And so with that, ladies and gentlemen, Kim wins with $1,500. Kim, round of applause. And she will be our reoccurring contestant next week, where she will face 2 more contestants and continue on to win, a lot of money. Thank you all for joining us. And that's it.